So these are all great things that we've talked about. Again, transitioning a dog from a shelter into a home, or a shelter foster home into their forever home. Let's talk about, because actually Ace had several health issues. So let's talk about preparing to bring a dog into your home and what that looks like in terms of a vet.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. You go ahead.
Well, with Ace, we didn't know he had so many issues. But I mean, prior to that, I mean, I had a dog. He had cancer. He had arthritis. I kind of knew what to do with like going to the vet. And so like we just noticed that he was having a hard time, and so we took him to the vet, and we found out that he had a bilateral hernia and he wasn't fixed. And so it was just he went to do a lot of tests, and he got a lot of x-rays done, and then he had a surgery, and it was pretty overwhelming. But I think we were at a point when we got a dog, we were like, okay, we know he's a little bit older. There will likely eventually be health issues
Right.
within the next several years. So we understood that yes, there will be vet bills, and that we could handle that if it arises.
It was pretty extreme though.
Yeah.
But we needed help. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Jessica, she helped at one point, and then her friend,
Yeah, donated for the
she
surgery.
donated, basically, she covered the whole surgery, which was such a blessing, honestly. Like when Jessica told me, I started crying.
Yeah.
But it was like that first month we got him, we just started noticing that he had issues, and then we took him to multiple doctors, and then they were like, yeah, he has to have surgery, and we're like, okay. So
Yeah.
we were just really blessed to just have the support and help from Jessica and her friend. Yeah.
And that's something, I mean, when you do bring a dog into your home, issues will come up. We had no idea. Like, it was shocking. Could have knocked me over with a feather when we found out that he wasn't neutered. Because on his paperwork from the shelter, it definitely says neutered. But there are things that go on that you just don't know. Like this little guy I had last night here for one night. He has massive, I mean, you just don't know what you're necessarily getting into. And so having a vet is very important, a vet that you'll go to for routine checkups and vaccines and things of that nature. But also, like I'll tell my clients, you need to know where your nearest emergency vet is as well, because things can happen at any moment. I know in our area, we have a lot of VCAs. There's also access. We've talked about that before, but being prepared. And as, a rescue, and I have built some, deep roots here in the community, and our friend definitely, and it was and that's what people do when they can. She loved Ace, she knew your story, and so her foundation was able to cover the cost of that surgery. But being thoughtful about that, and also that goes back to, and we'll talk about this on another podcast, but pet insurance. And it's not always necessarily like viable when you have older dogs, because a lot of things are pre-existing conditions, and so you can't get the best coverage. But for people that get younger dogs, puppies, it's super important to get insurance. And even looking into it, when you do adopt an older dog, there might be some things that are covered, even just vaccines and things like that. But being able to take care of those vet visits is important, because when you bring a dog into your home, that dog is now part of your family. So it's like, oh my gosh, okay, now this dog has to have an $8,000 surgery. How are we going to cover that? And just having those things in the back of your mind, because dogs are not disposable because they have health issues, because they will. So super important. But now, and he's had some other issues come up, but maybe Camille, just quickly talk about what you've done in terms of, because food is something else, and we touched on that.
Yeah.
What you've done in order to maintain his health and things of that nature.
Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of research, and I follow a lot of pet nutritionists online. And I bought a couple of books as well. And so we can't afford a raw diet, but what we'll do is we'll have his kibble, and then we'll include things like hemp seeds, sardines, chia seeds, coconut water, just pure coconut water, even coconut oil, like spirulina, just additives that can help extend his life.
Sure.
And we like to mix it up too. And even with like veggies, we're doing a lot of testing on what kind of veggies and fruit he likes. So, I mean, just so it's better for his health, and we just wanted to make it more enjoyable for him too. We just don't want to give him kibble.
Right.
And it seems kind of boring. So it's just a learning process. Like, we're still figuring it out today.
Yeah. And how long have you guys had him now?
A year and a half.
A year and a half.
We adopted him in October, right? Yeah, not last year, but the year before.
Okay.
So 2023.
So yeah, just another thing to think about. Again, when you're bringing a dog into your home and you've adopted that dog, what are you going to feed him? And like, we touched on a little while ago, we fed certain food here because, it's a foster home. But then, we started adding different things into the food. And then when you get your dog home, you're going to start to know your dog better, obviously. And then you start to give, especially with Ace, like things that are going to prolong his life, his health, his joints, things like that.